I want to tell you that although I've been going to the White House since 1966, the building that affects me is the Capitol. I think that is a marvelous building and redolent with history, of course, much more than this old mansion which has expanded and expanded. It's just the way it strikes me personally. I never get the sort of goosebumps going into the White House that I do at the Capitol.
Well, they're both interesting to your point. But one thing about the White House, people think that it's really kind of we're a very young country. But did you know that presidents have actually lived in the White House longer than kings and queens in Buckingham Palace? It's true.
Buckingham Palace is
It's only
reasonably-
only goes to 1837.
Yeah, it's reasonably recent, as is the House of Parliament.
Presidents have lived in the White House longer than emperors in the Imperial Palace in Tokyo, even longer than the current Russian government has been in the Kremlin. It was only 1918 when the Russians moved back from St. Petersburg. So the White House is actually, in terms of the head of state living there, is quite an old building. That's just fascinating from so many different angles.
That's fascinating. Well, good luck with the book.
But to think about millennials and the White House, you know that the average college dorm room today uses more energy than the White House did through all of World War I.
And that is because of...
These kids these days. But no, because quite frankly, you go into a college dorm room, that place is wired for everything. The TVs are on, the computers are on, the cell phones are charged in, everything's lit up. And you know, you turn off your flat screen TV in your dorm room, that TV is still on. So what's happening is all this energy is being used by, quite frankly, a generation that actually understands that climate change is a real problem. They want to be part of the solution. They actually just don't know how to just yet.
Yeah,
got to get them to Paris.
And my alma mater, Dickinson College, would probably, they actually go the, over beyond to try to come to grips with climate change. But yes, with regards to millennials being aware of what they're putting out into the environment, I think it's, they wouldn't really know that fact.
Yeah, it's fascinating. That was fascinating.
They don't know that?
I don't think many millennials would know that. I think they just know about
there's
carbon
a
emissions.
There is a tendency, talking about virtue, and young people tend to be more inclined to want to be virtuous in that sense, not necessarily in other senses.
And millennials wear their causes on their sleeve like no one else.
Yeah, well, I would think part of it is not about being virtuous as much as being recognized.